all of you. Right, just want to introduce my team. Quick chat. You have Tony, who met me this morning. Right, Tony heads the entire Asia Pacific team. You have Rasita, who's half Indian now. Right, he heads the entire Indian operation for the retail in India for us. Dirup is a solutions consultant. Shahaz he's an expert on factory management and handles that business for us. So let's get together. Any questions? Please feel free. Right, I'll hand over the floor to Rasita. He's well versed on Paisa Vasool. Right, so he'll do it and he'll introduce Ramu and we can take it up from there. Okay, thank you and welcome.
Thank you, Rusty. Yeah, I think I have quite a long way to go to be a true Indian. But it's been a pleasure for me the last 6 to 9 months. I've been coming to India on a regular basis. So, been spending a lot of time in Mumbai and in Delhi and meeting, some of the great organizations of India. So it's a great pleasure for me to be here. And
Why don't you give this to me? There you go.
can you hear me okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's a great pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for taking time. I know it's late in the day, but our aim is to make this session very productive and worthwhile for you. So let me just flip through some of the slides. The first half of our presentation, the first half of the focus group is more presentation oriented, and you will hear from one of our customers just as you heard at the main session. The second half, we want you to be engaged with us. We want you to talk and really talk about the supply chain challenges that you have, because as you saw in Tony's presentations, we have we have the best of breed global brands using our platform. We want to bring those best practices to you, the Indian retail community, and we want to engage with you, and that's why we are here, and we're very excited to be here. So following on from Tony, you heard from Mr. Bhargava, who's the country director for Columbia Sportswear, a well-known global brand, exceeding $1 billion in terms of revenue. They work on our platform primarily as a buyer, right? So they manage the supply chain, the suppliers on the platform as a buyer. But in addition to that, we have suppliers on our platform who interact with the buyers. We in fact have more than 1,000 Indian suppliers who are trading more than $400 million worth of trade annually on our platform with some of these global brands that you saw in Tony's presentation. Right? So we want to give you a supplier's perspective, and you saw in Tony's presentation, we are headquartered in US, but we have a number of global offices. Now, 7 out of 10 offices that we have is actually in the Asia Pacific region. And there is a reason for that. That's because to support the supplier community, because it's just not good enough giving a software. We need to support them. So that's why we have over 10,000 apparel and footwear suppliers. So primarily based in North Asia, East Asia, South Asia. We support them. So not only we're a software as a service, we're a collaboration as a service. We get those suppliers on board on behalf of the retailers, we train them and we support them. And that's why it's part of the secret sauce for success in terms of our platform. So what I want to do is, without further ado, we have one of such suppliers that use our platform to trade with some of the global brands, Kale International. I would like to introduce all of you to Mr. Ramu. Mr. Ramu joined Kale International in 1997 as the Exports and Imports Manager. He's now the Head of Exports and Imports, and they've been a customer of GT Nexus since 2005. So I'll just switch the presentations, put Mr. Ramu's presentation, and he'll share with you what is it like to be a supplier on the GT Nexus.
Good evening to you, my dear friends, brothers. We are from a garment making industry. We are a global player. We cater to many brands like Eddie Bauer, Coldwater Creek, Ralph Lauren, Levi's, Adidas, Reebok. We are not into retailers. But the idea why I am here is because to transform the success what we have enjoyed from GT Nexus could be happen to retailers also. The objective is very simple. Since morning we have all heard the customer focus. Very few people spoke about vendor focus. If you doesn't have your vendor, you cannot cater to your customer, you cannot satisfy your customer. Even one product, if you have committed to your customer, if your vendor doesn't supply to you,